All right, time to talk about SmackDown, NXT UK, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, and NWA Power. So I'm going to start with NWA Power real quick because I only really watched it for three matches. Allison Kay versus Ashley Vox. Allison Kay wins, obviously. Basically a jobber match for her. Mr. Anderson, who surprised me by showing up, at NWA Power. NWA Power is basically a studio wrestling show, so it looks completely different than anything else. So yeah, and so it was Mr. Anderson and Colt Cabana versus some jobbers. Colt Cabana and Mr. Anderson win, obviously. Aaron Rex shows up saying how he's back in wrestling. Aaron Rex, aka Damian Sandow, he's back in wrestling now, so that's cool. And oh yeah, Eddie Kingston and Homicide versus Ram and some tag team partner that he has. I forgot his name, but yeah, that match ended in a no contest because two people, I don't know who they are, but they came out and attacked Eddie Kingston and Homicide and Bram and Bram's partner. I don't know who they are, but yeah, that match ended in no contest. All right, now I can get into Kings of Pro Wrestling. Let me see what first match was real quick. Uh, okay, first match was El Desperado and wait, what? Sumo Hall, yeah. El Desperado. New Japan, 505, 101. Oh yeah, here we go. El Desperado and Kanemaru. Yeah, Kanemaru versus Roppongi 3K. And yes, El Desperado and Kanemaru won. Second match was Hiroshi Tanahashi versus wait, Hiroshi Tanahashi and his Hillbilly Jim. What are you talking about? Yano? No, Yano was on the other team. Oh, they're talking about what's his name? I know him. Hiroshi Tanahashi and okay, well, why didn't it say his name? Okay, well, it doesn't say his name for some reason. So Hiroshi Tanahashi and his partner, I know his name, I just forgot. Versus Toga Makabe and Toru Yano. Tanahashi and his partner win. Oh, now you want to say the name on the third match? Okay, thanks results, whatever. Third match, Tetsuya Naito and Shingo Takagi versus Taichi and Doku. And Naito and Shikagi win. Yep. And then Naito basically references that he wants to be double champion. There's a lot of people on this show that reference they want to be double champion. Like, I'm not saying that one of them can't be. I'm not going to say that, like, the three people that want to be double champion are all going to be double champion because Jay White wants to be a double champion. Okada wants to be a double champion. Naito wants to be double champion. They're all not. They're not all going to be double champions. But I'm sure if anybody's going to do it, it's probably going to be Okada, unless Jay White does it first. I guess he could, but I don't see it happening. I feel like Okada's going to do it first, if anything. And then Taichi attacks Naito, and they're going to have a singles match at Power Struggle. which is another New Japan show, obviously. Another tag match: Jay White, Kenta, and Yujiro Takahashi. Yujiro Takahashi is basically like the Japanese version of Godfather. So, yeah. Versus Chaos, Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, and Yoshihashi. And Bullet Club win. Who pinned who? Kenta. Kenta pinned somebody. Doesn't even say. I think it was Kenta. Wasn't it? Nope. Doesn't say. Cool. All right. Well, I know Bullet Club won. I don't know who pinned who because the results don't tell me. Minoru Suzuki versus Jushin Thunder Liger. This match was awesome. New Japan was awesome as a whole. New Japan, best show of the week. Even though I watched it on what did I watch it on, like a Monday? So yeah, I'd say it was better than Raw, better than SmackDown. Better, yeah, best show of the week by far. Just putting that out there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk 205 Live too. 205 Live didn't have a lot of matches on it. What matches were there? Oni Lurkin and Oni Lurkin, Tony Nese, Arya Davari. Oni Lurkin comes out with the win. No, wait. Yes? Yeah. I think Oni Lurkin won. If I remember correctly. And then Brian Kendrick versus Jack Gallagher. Brian Kendrick wins that. That I remember. Just throw 205 Live under the bus like that. I don't even remember who won the main event. Yeah. Now I'm throwing myself off. I don't even know where I was. Oh yeah, Liger and Minoru Suzuki. That's right. Minoru Suzuki wins because Liger's retiring at the end of the year, and then they basically showed respect to each other after the match. And then we get Lance Archer, who was in Impact Wrestling, never won a title. He also went to WWE for a little bit, never won a title there either. But now he's the United States champion. So New Japan is using him right because they gave him a title. If they wouldn't have gave him a title, then he still pretty much would have been screwed. But yeah, they gave him a title, so they're using him right. So hey, Lance Archer, you're like 40s, you're like in your 40s, but you finally won a singles title and a major promotion. About damn time for you. Then we have Will Ospreay versus El Phantasmo. Will Ospreay wins. This match was pretty great. Will Ospreay is like my new favorite wrestler in New Japan now. Now that Kenny Omega's gone. Well, I don't know. Kenta and Will Ospreay, they're like top two for me, and then Okada's like the third. Two. Where am I? Evil and Kota. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, Evil and Kota Ibushi. Kota Ibushi put his briefcase on the line, which basically his briefcase was to give him a world title shot at WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania. Wrestle Kingdom. Sorry. Wrong show. So yeah, Kota Ibushi wins, retains the rights to fight Okada. And then Okada versus Sonata. Okada wins, calls out Kota Ibushi, and then they set their match for Wrestle Kingdom. So there you go. So yeah, overall, New Japan, great show as always. They never disappoint. Is this week? Spoilers for 17th. Okay, well, I already watched 17th, so I don't know spoilers. Whatever. Same thing. Gallus beat. All right, now I'm on the NXT UK. Gallus beat Flash Morgan, Webster, and Mark Andrews for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships, so they are Tag Team Champions now. Am I happy about this? Of course not, because Mark Andrews is great. So Mark Andrews should have kept the title, in my opinion. Ilya Dragunov versus Saxon Huxley. This was basically just a hype match, jobber match for Ilya Dragunov to win, and he won. Enough said. Zaya Brookside versus Nina Samuels. Zaya Brookside is awesome. So, of course, well, I'm going to say, of course, she won because she could have lost. But nope, she won. So great. Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel versus Wildborn Primate. Imperium won. Duh. Because they're being built strong. They'll probably win the tag titles at some point. And we already talked about what happened with the tag titles. So, yeah, NXT UK. That went by quick. All right, I'm going to SmackDown now. And okay, SmackDown. Roman versus Nakamura ends in a DQ for some reason. Because Baron Corbin attacked Roman Reigns out of nowhere. I don't know why he did it. Why did he do it? Does it matter? Kind of. Because people probably wanted to see Roman win the title, but yeah, he'll probably win it later. So yeah, Roman and Nakamura ends in a DQ because Baron Corbin comes out to do the attack. And then we have Miz TV segment with Bayley on it. Bayley talking about how she turned heel, she destroyed the Bayley bunnies because that's what the crowd saw her as like representation, but the crowd doesn't see her as that anymore because she destroyed them and she's heel and she's got a new theme song and all this other, you know, all the natural heel stuff. New heel theme song, new heel haircut, new heel hair, stuff like that. And Miz try to allude to the fact that, oh, maybe you're in Sasha Banks' shadow. Nah, she's not. Even though Sasha Banks is probably more popular than her, in my opinion. But she in her shadow, character wise, as far as character and kayfabe wise, no, because Bayley has a title and Sasha doesn't. So, yeah. Anyway, then we have our 6-woman 6-pack challenge: Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Dana Brooke, Lacey Evans. And the winner coming out of this was Nikki Cross. So we get Nikki Cross versus Bayley for the women's championship, which we've gotten that match before, and Bayley has beaten Nikki Cross, not for the championship, but we've just gotten that match like 2 or 3 times before, and Bayley wins every time. So Bayley's probably gonna win again. Just saying. Chad Gable beat Curtis Axel, and then embraces the Shorty G nickname. So stupid. Why would you embrace that nickname? You're not gonna get anywhere with it. I mean, he might. He might turn chicken crap into chicken cacciatore, which is food, obviously, for those of you who are paying attention. New Day and Heavy Machinery beat The Revival and Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler. And yeah, New Day wins. Will they get another tag title shot at some point? Yes, because Vince McMahon still wants to make them probably the team to win the tag team championships the most. So the team with the most tag team championship reigns. We'll say it like that because that makes more sense. Braun versus Drew Gulak. Hey, Drew Gulak, you got on SmackDown, buddy. Unfortunately, your first match was a squash match because Vince McMahon probably hates you. Sorry. But either way, Drew, wow. Drew Gulak get a win at some point. People usually get wins after being squashed by Braun Strowman. Well, no. But look at James Ellsworth. Although we don't talk about him anymore because, you know, reasons. But I'm not gonna get into it. You guys can look up what he did. Uh, well, yeah, that was SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown was boring. So, all right. Impact Wrestling results. So, admittedly, did we get over animated on SmackDown? We didn't, because there was nothing good about it. It was just a boring show. Just like the draft last week, boring, predictable. All right. Impact Wrestling. So, Michael Elgin versus Finn Balor. Michael Elgin wins. This was basically just a Bound for Glory hype show. Michael Elgin wins because he's got a match against Mirafuji at Bound for Glory. And then attacks TJP after, which I expected him to do because, hashtag heel maneuvers. Then, what are we talking about? OVE. Well, Sammy Callahan cut a promo with the OVE, effects over it, talking about how he wants to win the world championship. Classic stuff. He's been in the company for 2 years and he wants to win the world title to culminate him being in the company for 2 years. Tyler Valkyrie cut a promo talking about how she's the greatest knockout champion ever. Woohoo, I guess. I don't really care. Tyler Valkyrie and not greatest knockout champion ever. That goes to Gail Kim. So, yeah. Anyway, Tessa Blanchard gives her thoughts on whether she's going to win the X Division Championship or not. I say she will. Like, that's just prediction for that match. She's going to win the world title. She's going to win the X Division Championship. Depending on who that fifth person is. Because they might do the thing where the surprise fifth person wins the match. So if they do that, then I'm obviously wrong because I don't know who that fifth person's going to be. And we have I'm just going all over this show. We have our Battle Royal. Eddie Edwards, Rosemary, Havoc, Kira Hogan, Jordan Grace, Johnny Swinger, Adam Thornstowe, Listed Legend, Raj Singh, Mahabali Shira, Cody Deaner, Cousin Jake. Mahabali Shira wins. He wins because Reno Scum helped eliminate Eddie Edwards, which of course they did because they're all heels, right? They all gotta work together because that's what heels do, apparently. Oh, did I talk about Roman and Daniel Bryan beating Baron Corbin and Nakamura? I don't think I did. I know the match ended in DQ, which is what I said because it did. So yeah, Roman and Daniel Bryan beat Baron Corbin and Nakamura in the main event of SmackDown. If I didn't say that already, which I clearly didn't because I just brought it up. So, but yeah, back to what else happened. Did I skip through the show that much, or was there so much little on the show? Ty cut a promo. Yep. Oh yeah, Ace Austin talking to Alicia Edwards, talking about if he wins the X Division Championship, would you party with me? And Alicia's like, sure, because Ace Austin wants to screw Eddie Edwards' wife, or that's his character that he's playing on TV. And the Rhino, Josh Alexander, and Rich Swann had a match. Pretty good triple threat. Rich Swann wins. And we get like some dissension between Rhino and RVD and Willie Mack and Rich Swann because Ethan Page pulled out the ref and the ref didn't see it. So the ref blamed Willie Mack and Rhino was blaming him too. So Yeah, it was okay. So yeah, that was everything. Wow. All right. Let me go Bound for Glory match card real quick. All right. So Michael Elgin versus Mirafuji. I haven't seen much of Mirafuji, to be honest. So you know what? I'll go with Michael Elgin since I just, you know, I haven't seen much of Mirafuji wrestle, so that's kind of who I have to go with here. And we have Ty Valkyrie versus Tennille Dashwood. From what I hear, Tennille Dashwood is only signed to Bound for Glory, so if she wins the championship, then she'll obviously be signed for longer. So yeah, I'll go with Tennille. Then we have the North versus RVD and Rhino versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack for the Impact Tag Team Championships. You know what? I'll go RVD and Rhino. Why not? Then we have Jake Chris versus Daga versus Tessa Blanchard versus Ace Austin versus the mystery fifth opponent, who I said Tessa Blanchard was going to win, depending on who that fifth opponent is. Then we have Kent Shamrock versus Moose. Oh, that's what else happened on this show. Kent Shamrock and Moose got video packages. And why I'm not too mad about the whole MMA wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Kent Shamrock is a wrestler. He was a wrestler back in the 90s. So he was a wrestler before he went to MMA. Not that Brock Lesnar wasn't, because he was. So that's why, you know, that's why I'm preferencing, like, oh yeah, Brock Lesnar, cool. Cain Velasquez, not. You know, Kid Shamrock, cool. Cain Velasquez, not. That's why, that's why I did that whole thing. That's why I went on a rant about UFC guys coming straight out of UFC, just like Tyson Fury coming straight out of boxing. And he still got fights on the, you know, he still fights in boxing, I think. I don't think he's retired yet. But yeah, either way, Ken Shamrock, he's an MMA and UFC guy, but he was a wrestler first. So that's why I like him over all these other boxers and UFC people. And I know there were a lot of other people that were wrestlers before they went to MMA. I mean, I don't talk about them, but there are other people. Jake Hager, obviously, Jack Swagger. There's one, and then there are other people that I don't talk about because I don't remember. Rascals, Desmond, uh, Trey and Wentz versus Dr. Wagner Jr., Toros, and Aerostar. It's just a trios match. Like, the winner doesn't get anything out of it. I'll go with the Rascals. In the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match for any Impact Championship, you get a shot at any Impact Championship. Probably sure is not going to win this. No way. Eddie Edwards. That's what I'm going with for this match. All right. Well, that's everything. So this video was 24 minutes. Wow. All right. So see you guys next week. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, everybody.